Everybody, welcome back. I'm Joshua. Welcome back to Yates Power and Fitness. You're on my journey to become the West Coast Master Strongest Man. So tonight, we're going to do a little back work. It's something I find probably the most significant when it comes to strongman events is the back. There's a lot of heavy lifting, a lot of lower posterior hips, lower back, squeezing. So strength for your back, getting a big, thick, strong back is highly necessary. So we're going to do, I'm going to start with some crock rows. This is probably one of my, I'd say my B tier exercises that I enjoy doing, but this is very effective to build that big, thick, strong mass back for overall power. And this, what I'm doing is just specifically to build power. You put on muscle, you'll look good, but power is the initial goal. So let's get started. I'm going to do a couple warm-up sets, and then we'll get to just total failure. So I'm pretty special. I have a unique set of dumbbells for a home gym because I go from 5 to 150 pounds. So I will smoke my back until I can't go anymore. And then I'm going to move on to another exercise. But here we go. And we'll start off by put some straps on. I love these things. These are highly necessary for any super extreme lifting because your grip will give out a whole lot faster than your big muscles will. So I implement these on almost everything. I work on my grip strength, but this, I'm not working on my grip. I want to work on my back. So that's where your straps come in. So with the crock row, I keep step flat, one knee on the bench, other hand just flat, lean forward, and I try to bring it back all the way up to my middle of my pectoral into my armpit and get it there as far as you can. The heavier you go, obviously, you're going to end up failing, and getting that rotate, that stretch all the way back down to the floor and raising it all the way back up. The movement is real specific to get that stretch to build that muscle. But the heavier you get, you're not going to be so pretty. And that's what I like about the exercise. You can still shock the muscle and get good power and kind of get a little sloppy. So here we go. All right, that feels really good. So getting good warm, get a good stretch. Make sure when you do these, you got your hips set, your hands set, and you don't have to adjust in the middle of the movement. Really good. And that first warm-up set really gives me the indication of how everything else is going to be. Sometimes I get out here and grab some stuff and feel a little twinge or something. It means I might have to change my game plan for the night. But right now, everything's looking good. We're going to ramp it up. Get the heavy on here. Got the air back, getting revved up. And that's I take a long time in between sets. I literally will take as much time as I possibly can until my heart rate's down, my respiratory, and I feel like I'm good to go again. I don't time anything in between sets. So 1 minute, personally, that's bullshit. I don't think if you can't put every ounce of energy into the lift effectively, you're not doing yourself any good. The objectivity is to shock the nervous system, stretch the muscle, make it bigger, stronger. So I think you pretty much have to take advantage of that the whole time you're in the gym. I have an advantage. I have a home gym, well equipped, that I can take my time in. So considering that faster is better, I highly disagree. So if you have a different opinion, you can leave something in the comments and maybe change my mind. But focusing on power is real significant on your level of energy you can put into it. Get wrapped up here, get ready to go. Been ramping it up about 10 pounds a set. So I think we're going to jump from up to about 30 pounds, probably go 120s, 30s, and 40s. But I can't stop. And that's the objective. Complete failure, exhaustion, to build down and shock the system. But stay safe and secure and play it smart and not injure yourself. Because that's one key component is going heavy and staying healthy. It's a fine balance. Gonna go till we can't go no more. And for younger guys out there, my biggest advice is to eat clean get good sleep, pretty much take that into play. Make sure you go about how you're feeling, what that muscle feels like, what you're working on. And because if you're constantly injuring yourself and you're not feeling like going to the gym, you're having a hard time getting there, it's even tougher if you're hurting yourself. So I highly suggest so you stay motivated and healthy. And it's easier said than done. After all said and done, there's more said than done. Being a master strongman, I've had a lot of experience with highs and lows. And if you don't learn from your mistakes, then that's your downfall. But what I recommend especially for younger guys, is to start getting in the habit of knowing how your body feels and what you're used to and how far to push it. Older guys, I see a lot of BS out there about guys over 40 can't do this, or guys over 50 shouldn't do this. Back squats is a big controversy on. I tell you what, I'm fighting Father Time, and me and him aren't going to get along but I'm not going to go down without a fight. Over 50, and I push myself harder than any 25-year-old in the gym. So I think it's how hard you apply yourself and how smart you play. And it's just I can't emphasize more about how you're feeling. And because if you're injured or really sore, you're going to get burnt out and you're not going to want to lift. And I think lifting is probably one of the best overall therapies, physically and mentally, that a person can do. The gym is a really good outlet for me. I've had a battle with cancer, substance abuse. Life in general is tough. So just knowing when to throttle it up, throttle it down. If you watch any of my other videos, you'll hear me use that saying a lot, because I rev red line and back down, red line and back down. And that's just how I like to live life. I don't really like the happy medium kind of stuff. I like to push it until you can't push it. But if you're not feeling it, back off. If you're not backing off when you're hurting, you're just going to end up hurting yourself worse. But let's hit this one more. Ramped up here. Now I'm getting a little heavy. I'll move on to the next one. And this is where the grips really come in. And your posture on the bench. I put my hand flat on the bench. I got this strapped good and tight. Posterior head up. God, I love that feeling. Everything is boom, pumped to the core. We got one more. I'm gonna ramp this up. 10 more. I think we'll finish tonight out with 130s. Move on. All right, the last one. I can't go no more. Right side's feeling worked. We'll put it that way. Left side is not so much, but last set, go to failure, and I got the big boys. So we're get chalked up here and see how many I can get. I'm want 3 to 5. 3 to 5, I'll be pretty stoked. So 4.5. Go for 5 on this side. And yeah, sometimes I can 3 to 5, 3 to 5. So that's gonna do it for our strongman back. This is one exercise I highly recommend. You can build that pickup power and pretty much practical use power. Bag of groceries, strongman adventure. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and join me on my journey for the West Coast Master Strongest Man. I've been trying to get out a video a week. You can do it in your schedule. So if you can't find me, you can't follow me here every week, make sure you guys like, subscribe, help a guy out, getting this thing rolling. So we'll see you next time.